Okay, so today we're going to try to make something fairly easy and hopefully it'll sell for a decent price. People around here have chickens and like stuff for their chickens. So I'm gonna make a chicken playground, I guess is what they call it. Well, let's get into it. I've got a 16-inch piece of 2x10 right here. Gonna find something to do with that. We've got a 12-inch piece of 2x4. Got a 4-foot piece of 2x4 and a 32-inch piece of 2x4. So this thing's going to be 32 inches tall, 4 foot wide, and it's going to have a couple of spots for the chickens to kind of hang out. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a swing yet or not, but we may put a couple swings on it. First thing I want to do, so this is a 8-foot 2x4 right here. It's just cut down. So we're going to cut all these down to like 1/2-inch thick strips. I'm going to start with the 4-foot ones and go ahead and we'll get a frame going on this thing. The power button on my saw really sucks. I hate it. So let's rip these 12-inch ones down. Okay, so from the 2x4, we ended up with 5 1/2-inch strips. So we got 5 4-footers, 5 32-inchers, and 5 of these about a foot long. So, you know, exact measurements aren't a big deal on this, as long as they match up accordingly. So, give or take, we're 4 foot by 3 foot tall. And then I got several strips out of that 2x10 that I had, and this ended up being 23 inches. So once we put it together, we should get our 24 inches because these are all 1/2-inch strips. I'll probably end up using it. Let's see. So I'm gonna get all these out of my way. We'll start with a, let's see, we'll go to these 4-foot sections. And go to 2 of the nicer. 2 of the nicer 2-foot sections, 23-inch. These 2, and the rest of this is going to go on the floor for a few minutes. Brad nails finally came in. I waited like 2 weeks for these. They're really cheap off of Temu. Nothing special about them, but they're a good price. So it was a little worth the wait, I guess. All right, we're going to start with our 2 4-foot sections here. And then not much room on this table. I may come back, I may go ahead and come back with some screws and kind of real structural parts. I don't know. You know what? This thing's so small, like lightweight. I think it'd be good with the nails. We'll just go with it. So I use these 1/2-inch strips on pretty much everything I've done so far. You get a lot of them out of like a 2x4. So I'll typically use them. The picnic tables I've made, I've used them. They come in handy for a lot. I've made a couple planners with them. This is a little bigger than something I was wanting to make, but I think it's going to sell around here. And that was my main goal, was to try to get something to sell. Once I get this bottom piece nailed in, it won't be so awkward to do. Just a hair. Alright, so this is what you end up with. We've got a 2 foot wide. These are 23 inches. You add an inch, so we're at 2 foot. And let's see, so one side, I want to go 12 inches. We're going to do a little ladder that goes up to a platform. And then we'll have another thing going across. There's probably going to be a swing here. I haven't decided on that yet. So first thing I need to do, we'll start with the corner pieces. Just work our way around. I'll just go ahead and do this side since it's right here. And I'll just make it a little opposite of what I was thinking in my brain. Alright, so we're going to go up. come over. Let's see where I want this. All right, we've moved to the floor because it's getting a little bigger than I was kind of expecting right off the bat. Okay, I don't need any glue here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in place. This thing's a little rickety right now, but once I get it all together, it'll be good. I don't know how unlevel my floor is. It's not looking very level. I'll just put one in there for now. Let's get the top of this one. And then I'll put some slats up here. Man, guys, I thought I did something really wrong, but no, it's good. I can either do this or I can throw the 2-foot section in there. So that's pretty much where it needs to be. Tell you what, I'm gonna tack this together on the top, and then we're gonna throw a 2-foot section on the bottom, just to cross in between both of them. Remember, this is for chickens, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. So let's grab our last. No, we got plenty of this. Grab the 2-foot section here. And put it in the middle. Should square everything up. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. A 1/2 inch, just so I know exactly where to put this board here. I hate working on the floor. So 23 1/4 here. Looks good to me. take shape. 12-inch piece on the back. Starting to get more sturdy. Good thing about these, there's just endless options on what you can do to them. For me right now, my main thing is just kind of get the frame together. From here, the way I'm going to do this, I was going to put a ladder right here, but I don't know if I feel like cutting any more wood, because I'm going to need those. I'm going to do that, just see what it looks like. Alright, I had to kind of regroup a little bit because I've already made it a lot different than the pictures I looked at. So just kind of going on what I'm thinking in my brain. I had to move to this side of the garage because that side is not level at all. Didn't know that. So anyways, we're going to attach one of the 4-foot pieces here. We're going to attach one on that side. So we need 2 legs there, and then this side's going to get nailed straight to this, and then I'm going to have support come up off the ladder. And yeah, that ought to work. I can't put the front support on until after I put some of the slats in for the ladder, because I don't want them to interfere with each other. So let's go ahead and do working a little backwards here. Okay. So we got that one there. Now what I'm going to do on the front of this, I'm just going to put it up like that. So wherever I do it, I got to make sure that it does not interfere with this. So I think I'm just going to put it right there. Go with it. Make sure it's pretty level. Alright, so that one's going to be like that. Let's see, I cut a 12-inch piece. Let's go ahead and throw it on there. So I'm just going to have it come up like this. So it looks like they're going to have 3 rungs. There's going to be one more here, a platform, another platform. This, I think we're just going to kind of do on the way we're doing the ladder, just kind of staggered. But this is going to be a complete platform. Okay, so I just, the camera died on me, got them recharged. I'm just kind of throwing slats of wood all over the place on this thing. I wanted these to be kind of spaced out. They just kind of jump from, you know, board to board. No biggie. This one, I'm gonna kind of make it like a jungle gym. There's gonna be 3 of these. Well, 4. I'm gonna try to fit that last one in there. It's a slight bit shorter, but I think I could squeeze it in on the very end. Okay, it's the next morning. I'm kind of taking my time with this. You know, the stuff you build for the first time usually takes a little longer, for me anyways. So I've got to drill a few holes here for the ropes, for the swings. This front part up here, I really hated the way it looked. So I'm going to add this little block in the corner, and we're just going to have this little 2x4 hang down there for no reason, basically. Just to kind of look like some sort of swing. Don't know if the chickens will do anything with it. So right now I just need to glue this platform on. Got to glue this last little piece of ladder rubber, and I'm going to tack this in right up here just for some support. I was going to put a feeder box under there, but I decided not to. I don't know, I just don't think the feeder would look good, and I feel like people want to take their feeders and clean them every once in a while, so I'm not too worried about that. There's going to be a swing here, little rope hanging down there. You know, if they want to add a platform on the bottom in the future, they can. But get started right here. I'm going to tack this on. much it. All I gotta do is drill a hole in this and drill 2 holes here and 2 here. That's gonna be for the swings, I guess you wanna call them. One is a swing. The other one's kind of more like a tire swing or something. Let's get holes drilled here. I've already centered on the marked one. Alright guys, I'll go ahead and show you the finished product. Okay, there it is, chicken playground. If I had a cut list and I wasn't building this from scratch for the first time, you could probably knock them out really fast. Like, I don't know, probably an hour, 2 hours at the most, I'm thinking, if you've already got all the plans. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all my cut sizes in the description, and you'll be able to make this pretty quick. If I put that in for you. I did add these. These were old shelves that came out of a closet in the house. I wish I wouldn't have used them because they had like 10 layers of latex paint since the 1960s. So got those cleaned up. I didn't really show much of it. It took a little while. So there you go. We'll see if I can get over $100 for this. That'd be great. And I'll see y'all in the next video.